Hello, good evening. So I will start now with unahin muna natin yung yung differentiation rules because we will use this later doon sa previous para hindi tayo always gumagamit ng definition ng limit of a function. So para mas madali, we will use differentiation rules. Okay, so for the first question, answer the following true or false. The derivative of pi to the 8 is 8 pi to the 7. So take note that itong this pi to the 8 here okay, wait lang ha. It's not connected. So yung pi kasi is a number, no? So pi is approximately 3.14. So kung yung pi to the 8 is also a real number. Number din ito, no? It's a number. So according to the rules of derivatives, no? So ano nyo ba? Nakita nyo ba yung mga rules? So yung derivative ng constant, no? The derivative of a constant where c is a constant is always equal to 0. So itong c na ito is a real number. So ang derivative ng real number ay always equal to 0. Okay? So it's always equal to 0. That is why itong pi to the 8, alright, this pi to the 8 here, this is a real number. So, real number yan siya. So because it's a real number, its derivative must be equal to 0, not 8 pi to the 7. So the derivative with respect to x of pi to the 8 is equal to 0. So ang derivative ng kahit na anong number, it's always equal to 0. So for example, derivative ng with respect to x of, for example, 3. No? So 0 yan siya. So whatever is replaced dito, no, sa 3, so kung i-replace man yan ng kahit na anong number, that will just be equal to 0. So for example, the derivative of with respect to x of 1/2 is 0 kasi nga yung 1/2 is a number. So the derivative of, for example, -5, so 0 din. That is why question number 1 is false here. Okay. Second question. If f and g are differentiable functions such that the graph of f and g each have a horizontal tangent at x is equal to -7, the graph of the product has a horizontal tangent at -7, and that is true. So kung meron kang x is equal to -7, for example, meron kang function at x is equal to -7, yung horizontal tangent niya ay parang ganito yung itsura, no? Okay? That's the horizontal tangent at x is equal to -7. So for example, ito yung ating function. So kapag ganyan siya, ibig sabihin may something na curve dito, no? Tapos, horizontal yung tangent niya. Both the F and the G. Okay? Sabi dito, ang graph niya ay the graph of the product also has horizontal tangent at x is equal to negative 7. So, recall that the derivative of yung derivative ng product. If you could recall the derivative of the product. Erase muna natin. Okay. Derivative of the product. Okay. Derivative of the gagamitin ko na lang yung D for the derivative. Derivative of, let us say, UV na lang para mas madali. So, the derivative of the product is parang meron kang derivative ng U, okay, times V plus the derivative times U times the derivative of V. So, parang ano ito, no? Oops. Okay, wait lang. Nawala akong audio. Hello? Please comment kung naririnig niyo ako. Anyone? Hello? Okay, sige. Very good. Okay, so take note, no, ang derivative ng product natin ay ulitin ko, this is the derivative of U times V plus U times the derivative of V. Okay, now dito sa atin, no, yung U dito is itong f of x. Yung G naman yung V naman natin ay itong G of x. So, ibig sabihin, ang derivative nitong f of x times G of x is equal to the derivative of f. So, the derivative of f is denoted as f prime of x, G of x, plus U is f of x. So, f of x times G prime of x. And because the graph, okay, has a horizontal tangent at this point, ibig sabihin ang derivative niyan at negative 7 is 0. So ibig sabihin itong f prime of x at saka itong g prime of x, mazi-zero yan siya. So since one of the factors here is 0, pag multiply mo dyan, that will just be equal to 0. So ito, mag-0 yan siya, plus ito, mag-0 din. So the derivative is 0. That means that the horizontal tangent of the product of the two functions also has a horizontal tangent at x is equal to -7. So we have here, the answer here is true. Okay, question number 3. Find the derivative of the f of x. Okay, so kanina meron tayong derivative ng constant, no? The derivative of a constant is equal to 0, no? So any derivative of a number, 0 yan siya. By the way, kung itong d usually is replaceable by d tapos with respect to x, no? Depende kung ano yung ating derivative with respect to. Dito sa f, this is derivative with respect to x. Or minsan, no, instead of d dx, usually f prime, no? So f prime of x. So take note, no, itong f prime dito, that means derivative of f. Okay? So this function is the sum of 9x to the 9 and 8x cubed. So recall that ang derivative ng sum ng dalawang function u and b is equal to the sum of their respective derivatives. So ibig sabihin, itong f of x natin, kapag kunan mo yan siya ng derivative, that will become, so the derivative of f is f prime of x. That is just equal to derivative nitong 9x to the 9 with respect to x plus the derivative naman nitong 8x cubed. Okay? Alright? Then, derivative ng 9x to the 9. So, recall also that the derivative of this one here. So, may formula tayo for that. So, recall, no? Isulat na lang natin dito. The derivative of c tapos f of x is equal to c times the derivative of f. So, bali dito, yung c natin ay itong 9, no? Okay, dito naman, ito yung c natin. So, ang gagawin natin dito ay yung 9 ay ilalabas lang natin doon sa parentheses, tapos i-multiply natin sa derivative niya. That will just become 9 times the derivative of x to the 9 plus 8 times the derivative of x cubed. So, bali itong 9, lalabas na natin doon. Ito din yung 8. Basta constant, no? Pwede natin siya ilabas doon sa ating parentheses. And then, ito magiging derivative nito. Ang derivative ng x to the n, sulat ko na lang din dito sa left. The derivative of x tapos raised sa n is equal to nx raised to n minus 1. Okay, so bali itong exponent ay ibababa mo lang siya dito sa gilid. And then yung kanyang exponent, yung pinaka-exponent niya is bawasan nyo lang siya ng 1. Kaya ito magiging, this will become 9. Itong derivative magiging 9x raised to 9 minus 1. Alright, plus 8. Ito namang derivative na ito ay magiging 3x 3 raised to 3 minus 1. Or pwede natin siyang isulat as 9 times 9x raised to 8. So you have 9 minus 1 is 8 plus 8 3x squared. So ito namang 3 minus 1 magiging 2. Okay? And after that, multiply natin. Multiply that. 9 times 9 is 81. Okay, 81 x raised to 8 plus 8 times 3 is 24 x raised to 2. Okay lang ba, Mona Lisa? Okay lang, Mona Lisa? So your answer here is 81x to the 8 plus 24x squared. That's for the question number 3. Next, question number 4. Find the derivative of ito. This is 4 square root of x minus 9x to the 9. So, bali, isa-isahin natin. Kunin muna natin ang derivative nitong 4 square root of x. Okay, 4 square root of x. And the derivative of that, okay, again, itong 4 ay constant. So, pwede natin yung ilabas si 4 dyan sa ating parenthesis. So, i-multiply lang natin. So, magiging 4, okay, times, ang maiiwan na lang doon ay square root of x. Okay? Pwede natin itong isulat as 4 times the derivative of, itong square root of x is x to the 1/2 yan, no, sa radical, sa inyong algebra. That is x to the 1/2. So this is now equal to 4 times. What is the derivative of x to the 1/2? So dito kanina, dito sa derivative ng x to the n, that's yung exponent ay ibababa lang natin, din yung pinaka-exponent niya bawasan natin ng 1. So dito, ang exponent dito ay 1/2, kaya magiging 1/2 x raised now to 1/2 minus 1. So what is 1/2 minus 1? 1/2 minus 1 is negative 1/2. Okay? Then simplify natin. Itong 4 divided by 2 is 2. Then that's 2x raised to negative 1/2. So sa rules naman ng exponent, pwede natin ibaba yung expression na yan kapag may negative ang exponent. So pwede natin siyang isulat as 2 over x raised to 1/2 or 2 over divided by square root of x. So ayan siya ay ito yan siya, no? That is, ang derivative nito ay itong 2 over square root of x. Yan yung derivative. Okay? And then minus, ano naman kaya ang derivative nitong 9 over x to the 9. So take note, no, iniisa-isa natin yan because yun nga, ang derivative ng sum ay sum lang ng derivative. Kapag may presence ng addition or subtraction, isa-isahin mo talaga yung derivative ng bawat isang expression. So dito, it's the derivative of 9 over x to the 9. Alright, so derivative of 9. Okay, derivative with respect to x of 9 over x to the 9. Alright, so that is equal to, so again, ito siya ay rules ng ano din tayo, exponent. So, sa rules kasi ng exponent, kapag meron kang x to the minus n, that is just 1 over x to the n. So parang pwede mong ibaba sa denominator yung expression na yan. Tapos may 1 sa taas, then over positive naman yung exponent. So ito siya, itong 9 over x to the 9, pwede natin yan siyang isulat as derivative with respect to x of 9 times 1 over x to the 9. And itong itong 1 over x to the 9 is ito siya, equal lang yan siya sa x raised to negative 9 using this expression, no, sa algebra. Kaya itong derivative na ito ay magiging 9x raised to negative 9. Alright, so and its derivative, itong 9 again is a constant. So kapag constant yan siya, pwede yan siyang ilabas dyan sa parenthesis. And so this will become 9 derivative with respect to x of x raised to negative 9. So balikan naman natin ang property ng derivative ng x raised to an exponent. So ang derivative ng x raised to an exponent is yung exponent ibababa natin. Okay, and then after that, ibabawasan natin ng 1 yung pinaka-exponent niya, which is negative 9. So negative 9 minus 1 is negative 10. Then simplify natin ito. 9 times negative 9 is negative 81 x raised to negative 10. And then ibalik natin na fraction form. So ito kasing x raised to negative 10 is 1 over x raised to 10. Then times natin sa negative 81. Or pwede natin yan siyang isulat as negative 81 divided by x raised to 10. Now, kung balikan natin yung kanina, okay, wait lang. Okay, so negative 81 over x to the 10. Okay, so naging positive na siya rito, no? Kasi nga, mayroon ng presence ng negative dito kanina sa f of x natin. Ito, so this one here is minus. So kapag kunin mo yung derivative nitong 9x to the 9 is negative yan. Kaya double negative. That is why dito naging positive na. Okay? So that is positive 81 over x raised to 10. Okay, so proceed tayo sa question number 5. Ito siya is similar din doon sa ginawa natin kanina, no? Itong f of x kasi ay pwede natin siyang isulat as x raised to negative 2. So, ganun pa rin yung kanina na property natin, no? X to ang exponent. So, ibali itong x raised to positive 2. Pwede mo yan siyang iakyat, pero magne-negative lang yung kanyang exponent. And then, kapag kunin mo na naman yung derivative nito, okay, so bali yung exponent mo ay i-multiply mo doon sa baba. That is negative 2. And then, x, bawasan natin itong negative 2. That is negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. Alright, so you can write this one as negative 2 over x cubed. Kasi nga, itong x raised to negative 3, equal yan siya sa 1 over x cubed. So 1 over x cubed times negative 2 is equal to this one. No? So negative 2 over x cubed. So ang tanong dito, ano ba yung f prime of 5? So instead of x, we will replace x by 5. So itong x dito, yan, palitan natin yan siya ng 5. Kaya ang f prime of 5 is negative 2 over 5 raised to 3 or negative 2 over 125, which is our answer here. Okay? That's for question number 5. Moving on to question number 6. Okay, what's the derivative of the sum? Okay, yun yung sabi ko kanina, ang derivative ng sum ay derivative lang ng bawat isa. So, ibig sabihin, derivative nito, at saka derivative nito. Okay? So, una, ang derivative ng constant ay always equal to 0. Kaya ang derivative nitong 2 ay 0. Sunod, ano naman ang derivative ng 2x? Okay? Okay, yun nga, kasi nga may presence na naman dito ng constant. So, lalabas ulit din siya, no? Diyan sa parenthesis, kaya ito magiging 2 times the derivative of x. So, ang maiwan na lang doon sa loob ng parenthesis ay yung x na lang. And the derivative of x is 1. Kaya ito siya is 2 times 1 is equal to 2. So the derivative the second is equal now to 2. So bakit nga ba equal to 1 yan? No, because ang exponent kasi ng x ay 1. Kaya kapag kunan mo ng derivative, so 1x raised to 1 minus 1 is equal to 1 times x raised to 0 is equal to 1. Kaya siya, ang derivative ng any variable x ay equal to 1. Okay? Lastly, ano itong derivative ng 2x squared? Okay, so dito meron na naman siyang presence ng constant. So, ulit, yung mangyayari sa constant ay it will just be multiplied, no, to the derivative of what is the remaining there, which is x squared. So, ito magiging 2 times the derivative of, erase ko lang muna ito. Okay, ayun na. So, 2 times the derivative of, ang maiwan dyan ay itong x squared. Okay? And then, this derivative, so ang derivative ng x squared ay, ulit, copy lang natin yung exponent, then copy natin yung variable, bawasan natin yung pinaka-exponent na 2, which is 1. So, ang derivative ng x squared ay itong 2x raised to 1 or basically 2x. Then multiply that 1 dito sa 2. So 2 times 2 is 4k times x. That is why the derivative of 2x squared is 4x. So isulat lang natin yung kanyang sulat lang natin yung kanyang derivative. Okay? So from here, no? So mula dito, ang derivative ng f. So isulat natin, no? Ang derivative ng f ay f prime of x. Okay, so unahin natin ang derivative ng 2, so 0. Okay, plus ang derivative ng 2x is 2 minus, erase natin yan. This should be plus 2 minus Derivative ng 2x squared is 4x. Yan na yung derivative ng f. Okay? So, ang tanong sa atin ay f prime of negative 1. So, itong x, palitan natin ng negative 1. Okay? So, palitan natin siya ng negative 1. So, this is equal to 0 plus 2 minus 4 times. Okay, palitan natin yan siya ng negative 1. Kaya, ang f prime ng negative 1 ay 0 plus 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. That is why our answer here must be equal to 6. Okay lang ba? Alright, so question number 7. So, similar lang yan siya dito sa question number 6, no? So, ano nga ba ang derivative ng 4x squared? What's the derivative of 4x squared? Hello? What's the derivative of 4x squared? Constant dito ang 4. Okay, kaya magiging 4 times derivative of x squared. Okay, and then what's the derivative of x squared? What's the derivative of x squared? Anyone? Hello? What's the derivative of x squared? So derivative of x squared? That derivative is equal to 2x. So 2x raised to 2 minus 1. So that is 1 or just 2x. And then multiply that by 4. So it's 8x. So ang derivative nitong 4x squared ay 8x. Then ang derivative nitong 2x, so just like kanina, it's 2. And ang derivative naman nitong 2 ay 0. Kaya ang derivative ng ating f, if you're going to add all those three, is 8x minus 2 plus 0 or simply 8x minus 2. Now, if you are going to replace x by negative 1, no, kasi yun ang hinahanap natin, this is just 8 times negative 1 minus 2, or just negative 8 minus 2, or negative 10. Okay? Which is our answer here. So, negative 10. Now, may follow-up question siya. Use this to find the equation of the tangent line to this parabola at the point negative 1, 8. So, at the point negative 1. The equation of this tangent line can be written of the form y is equal to mx plus b. So, m is equal to negative m is equal to negative 10. So, yung sinosolve natin dito kanina is actually the slope at negative 1. So, or that's the m. That is why, still, kung ano yung nasolve natin dito kanina at negative 1, whatever is that number, ganun din yung ating slope. Kasi nga, they are just the same, no? When you say tangent line to a curve, no? So, that's the same to saying that it's the slope of the tangent. When you say derivative at that point, that is equivalent to the slope of the tangent line. Okay, so that is why the slope here is negative 10. And the b, or the y-intercept, is the value of the y-intercept whenever that it's so yun yung pinaka point doon sa y-axis na na-touch ng ating tangent line. So in this case, that is equal to negative 2. Why is that? Bakit siya negative 2? Okay, ganito. Tingnan natin na why is it that it's equal to negative 2. Ang ating y, no? So yung equation ng line natin ay y is equal to mx. Okay? Y is equal to mx plus b. Okay? Yan yon. Tapos, ang slope natin ay negative 10. Yan yung derivative kanina at negative 1. Tapos, yung given na point dito ay negative 1, 8. So, itong 8 natin, ito yung y. Yung negative 1, yan yung value at x, no? Which is negative 1. Kaya, i-replace natin dito, yung y is 8. Yung m ay negative 10. Negative 10, yung x ay, replace din natin yung x, no? Palitan din natin yung x natin. Kasi kung hindi natin yung siya papalitan, yun, masaktan ka lang. Diba? So, yung x natin ay negative 1 plus the value of b. So, it's unknown, no? So, isolve pa natin yung b. So, this is just equal to 8. Tapos, itong negative 10 times negative 1 is positive 10. Okay? Plus b. Then, solve for b. Subtract ka lang ng 10 both side. So, kaya itong sa kabila, magiging 8 minus 10 is equal to b. So, that b is equal to 8 minus 10, that's equal to negative 2. That is why our answer here is negative 2. Question number 8. Okay, medyo na ito, no? Medyo kailangan na ito ng matinding solution. Yun. Medyo mahaba itong niya, no? Solution nito. we will try to solve that here sa kabila. 5x to the fourth square root of x. Okay. Okay, that is 5x to the fourth square root of x plus negative 6 over negative 6 over x squared square root of x. Okay. Okay. So this is now our f of x. No? So this is our f of x. We are asked to find the derivative of f of x. So ano nga ba yung f prime of x? So para ma-solve natin yan, isa-isahin ulit natin, no? Ano ba yung derivative nito? Tsaka ano yung derivative nito? Okay? So unahin muna natin itong derivative ng 5x to the fourth square root of x. What is the derivative of 5x to the fourth square root of x? Alright, so itong 5x to the fourth, so again, no, itong 5 ay ano yan, constant. Kaya usually, yung nangyayari sa constant natin ay nagiging multiplier yan siya. So that will just be multiplied. Okay, so ilalabas lang natin yan siya doon sa ating parenthesis. Magiging 5, no? Ang maiwan na lang dito ay derivative ng x to the fourth square root of x. Okay? And then this is equal to 5 derivative of okay. So i-simplify lang natin itong x to the fourth square root of x. Okay? So x to the fourth, ang square root of x ay x raised to 1/2. And then, this will be equal to, okay, 5 derivative of, okay, kapag mag-multiply ka ng ano no, ng mga expression with exponents, tapos same din naman yung base, ang nangyayari sa exponent ay na-add lang natin. So that is equal to x raised to the sum of the exponents o ang sum ng 4 at saka ng 1/2. And so this is just equal to 5 derivative of x raised to 4 plus 1/2. Or that is just, so itong 4 raised to, itong 4 plus 1/2 is just 8 over 2 plus 1/2. Or in other words, that is just equal to 9 over 2. So this is x raised to 9 over 2. That's the sum, no, of 4 and 1/2. Okay? Then, get the derivative of x raised to an exponent. So, ang nangyayari, no? So, nagiging, yung exponent ay nagiging multiplier ng variable natin na x. So, 9 over 2x. So, ibababa lang natin yung exponent. And then, babawasan natin yung exponent ng 1. So, that is 9 over 2 minus 1. So, that is just 5. 9 over 2 x. 9 over 2 minus 1 is simply 9 over 2 minus 2 over 2 or 7 over 2. So this is 9 over 2 raised to 7 over 2. And then multiply to 5, magiging 45 over 2 x raised to 7 over 2. Let us check. Okay. 45 over 2. Yes, so that's correct, no? 45 over 2 x raised to 7 over 2. That's the derivative of the first expression. So ito yon, no? So take note tayo, hindi pa tayo tapos. Kasi yung derivative pa lang ng unang expression yung sinusolve natin, derivative nito. May kulang pa tayo dyan, derivative naman nito. Ng negative 6 over x squared square root of x. So, ganun din ang gagawin natin dito. We will solve it here. Kabila. Okay, negative 6. So, bali ito yung ating function. Okay. Simplify muna natin itong function na ito. Yung denominator can be written as x squared. Itong square root of x is x to the 1/2. Okay. Tapos, okay, dito tayo para. Yan. Tapos, yun, i-add din ulit natin yung exponent sa denominator kasi nga nag-multiply ka dito sa denominator. So, this is negative 6 divided by x raised to 2 plus 1/2. And so, this is equal to negative 6 divided by x raised to 2 plus 1/2. So, that is x raised to 4 over 2 plus 1/2. And this is negative 6 over x raised to 5/2. Alright, so that is x raised to 5/2. So dito tayo ngayon kukuha ng derivative. But again, nasa denominator yung 5 over 2. So pwede din natin itong isulat as negative 6x raised to negative 5/2. Alright. Then, dito tayo kukuha ng derivative, no, sa negative 6x raised to negative 5/2. So, that's the derivative of that. Okay, x raised to negative 5/2. This is equal to negative 6 derivative of. So, bali nilabas lang dito yung negative 6, no? Kasi nga, constant siya. Then, this is equal to x raised to 5/2. So, negative 5/2. And, derivative niyan, so, yung exponent ay i-multiply natin. So, negative 5/2 x raised to negative 5/2 minus 1. Okay, then this is equal to negative 6 times negative 5/2, that is 30 divided by 2 is 15. X raised to negative 5/2 minus 1. So negative 5/2 minus 1 is negative 5/2 minus 2 over 2. So, or negative 7 over 2. Okay. So, negative 7 over 2. Or pwede na natin siyang isulat as 15 divided by x raised to 7 over 2. Tignan natin, no? That's the derivative of that expression. Okay. Yeah, so that is 15 over x raised to 7 over 2. Okay, so ito yun siya. Okay, moving on to question number 9. Okay, so resume na tayo. Ayan. Balik tayo dito sa question number 9, no? So, ganun din, isa-isahin din natin itong mga no? Expression. Ayan, so yung una, constant yan, so derivative 0. Okay? Then, itong 2 over x is 2x raised to negative 1 yan. Okay? Kaya, ang derivative ang derivative nitong 2 over x is equal lang din sa derivative nitong 2x to the negative 1. Okay? Tapos, constant yung 2 dyan. So, 2 times derivative of x raised. Kung napapansin niyo, ulit-ulit lang tayo no, sa ating solution. So, ganun lang din yan. So, this is 2. So, ang derivative nitong x to the negative 1 is negative 1 x raised to negative 1 minus 1. So, negative 2. And so, this is equal to negative 2 times negative 1. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Okay, so negative 2 x to the negative 2. Alright, that is why meron tayong ganito na expression sa sagot niya, no? Negative 2x to the negative 2. Okay, next. Lastly, yung 6 over x squared. Ano sa tingin niyo yung derivative ng 6 over x squared? Okay, so katulad lang din dito no sa 2 over x. Pwede natin siya isulat. This one is 6x to the negative 2. Okay? So that the derivative ng of 6.
Hoy, number 10 ng mga Lodi.
Oh, di ba? Number 10 ng mga Lodi daw. So this is equal to 6 times the derivative ng x raised to negative 2. Okay? So tingnan niyo yung pattern ha. Anong nangyayari dyan? Basta constant. So always multiply to the derivative of yung whatever is remaining. So tatanggalin lang natin yung sa loob ng parentheses. Then this is equal to 6 times. Okay? So itong exponent, okay, mag-multiply yan siya. Alright, so then x raised to another exponent, minus 1. So, dito magiging ano yan, no? Magiging, ibababa lang natin yung negative 2. Then, yung negative 2 sa taas, minus 1. Okay? So, tapos, multiply natin. Yung 6 at saka negative 2 magiging negative 12. Then, x raised to negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. Okay? That is why here, magiging ano yan, no? Negative 12x raised to negative 3, which is this one. Okay? Evaluating that at x is equal to 1, f prime of 1, palitan lang natin lahat ng x dito ng 1. So this will become, so instead of 2x to the negative 2, magiging, ito magiging ano yan, that is negative 2. Okay, palitan natin ng 1. Then negative 2 minus 12, 1 raised to negative 3. Okay? So itong mga may 1 dyan, 1 raised to, take note, no, 1 raised to any number, it's always equal to 1. Kaya ito magiging negative 2 times 1 minus 12. Okay? Or negative 2 minus 12, that's negative 14. Okay, that's question number 9. Question number 10. Okay. So, this fraction consists of only one expression in the denominator. So, bali, ang itsura nito kapag nasa fraction form ay parang ganito, no? Parang may expression ka na A, tapos plus, may expression ka na B, minus something with expression ka na C divided by an expression, another expression. No, sa inyong algebra, we can just write this one, no, into something like this. A divided by D. So, bali, i-divide natin bawat isa, no? Parang ganyan lang. D divided by D minus C divided by D. Ayan. So, that's the expression. That's the secret here, no? Dito sa expression na to. So, what we are going to do is to simplify first this expression para mas mapadali natin yung pagkuha ng derivative. Okay? Nahihirapan tayo niyan kapag hindi tayo marunong mag-simplify. Alright? I will do that here. Okay, so ito, bali itong expression magiging, ano yan? Negative 2x to the, bali i-divide natin bawat isa. So bali ito, yan, at saka ito, i-divide natin yan siya ng x to the 4th bawat isa. Okay, so that will become negative 2 x raised to 5 divided by x raised to 4. Okay, plus. Okay, so may x raised to 4 ka dito, minus x raised to 4. Minus siya kasi minus dito, no? Minus siya sa third na expression. So dito, ilalagay natin itong 6x raised to 4 to the 4th. Yung sa third naman, itong 4x cubed. Okay? Then, that is equal to, simplify natin, this is equal to, this first expression becomes negative 2. Ito kasing x raised to the 5th minus, divided by x raised to the 4th is just equal to x. So, bali, loss of exponent lang yung ginamit natin. Okay? Plus, makakancel itong x to the fourth dito, no? Kasi same lang yan siya. So, plus 6. Minus, okay, mas malaki yung denominator dito na 4. Kaya dito tayo magbabawas ng exponent. So, this is, this is just, or pwede din, no? Pwede din actually sa taas ka magbabawas ng 4, pero magma-minus na siya doon. Okay? So, loss of exponent pa rin yung ginamit. So, this is just 4x. Then, itong negative 3 minus 4, magiging, itong 3 minus 4 magiging negative 1. Okay? You can review your algebra, no? Dito na part. Y is it equal to negative 1, at itong isa naman, y is it equal to 6. Next, okay. Ito na yung simplified na expression natin. Ang next na nagagawin natin, since we are asked to solve for the derivative of f, kukunin natin ang derivative nitong bawat isang expression. Ito, tsaka ito. So, ang derivative nito ay negative 2. Ang derivative nito ay 0. Ang derivative nito ay 4 raised to the derivative of x raised to negative 1. That's negative 1 x raised to negative 2, or in short, that is negative 4 over x squared. Okay, so that is why we have here. Okay, so take note, no? So kung i-add mo yan siya lahat, this is equal to negative 2 minus, yung derivative ng 4x minus 1 ay negative 4x over x squared. So itong dalawang negative yan magiging positive. That is equal to negative 2 plus 4 over x squared. That is why here we have this one. We have negative 2 plus 4 over x squared. Okay? So, ang ginawa natin dito ay sinimplify muna natin yung expression before natin siya kinunan ng derivative. And that works kapag ang denominator ay single expression, or ang tawag dito ay monomial. Okay? Next question, number 11. Find the equation of the tangent line to the curve y is equal to 2 sine x at the point pi over 6, 1. The equation of this tangent line can be written in the form y cos mx plus b, where m and b are equal to blank blank. Okay. Ngayon, gagamitin natin yung find the equation of the tangent line. Have you watched the video doon sa part ng derivative ng what is this? Derivative of the trigonometric functions? Meron ba kaya noon? Kasi gagamit na tayo ng derivative ng dito. We will use a derivative of the trigonometric function. In this case, we are given the sine function. Okay. So, kailangan kasi alam natin yung derivative ng sine of x. And the derivative ng sine of x is equal to the cosine of x. Sa derivative of the sine of x. That is why dito, kung meron kang y is equal to 2 sine of x, so ang derivative ng y is y prime is equal to 2 times the derivative of the sine of x, and by formula that is equal to cosine of x. And then at evaluated at pi over 6. So ang x natin dito ay itong pi over 6. Okay, so at pi over 6, this is evaluate at x is equal to pi over 6. So itong y prime will become 2 cosine of pi over 6. What is the cosine of pi over 6? I-share ko sa inyo yung aking screen, ha? Ang aking calculator. What is the... Okay, hindi pala ako narinig, no? So ulitin ko yung sinabi ko kanina. We can actually use this calculator, no, to find the derivative of our 2 sine of x, provided that given lang yung value niya, no? So in this case, ang value kasi dito ay itong ating yung x kasi natin dito is equal to pi over 6. So that's okay. Shift pi over 6. Ayan. So that is equal to 1.7320. So yan din yung sagot kanina doon sa ating 2 cosine of x. Okay? So we can use that directly. Okay. Going back to this item. Okay, so yan na yung 1.73. Now to solve for 4b, so gamitin lang din natin itong formula niya. Itong y is equal to mx plus b. Okay, so we will use this formula. Okay. Okay, so that is y. So y natin dito itong 1. Ito yung ating x. Ito naman yung y natin. So x is equal to pi over 6. Then y is equal to 1. Yan. So substitute natin dito sa ating y equals to mx plus b. So magiging ano yan? 1 equals, yung m natin ay itong 1.7320 yan. Ito yun. Yan yung m natin. Sulat ko na lang siya as 1.73. The x value is pi over 6. Alright, then plus b. So for b, b is equal to 1 minus 1.73 times pi over 6. And that will give you approximately 0.09. Okay, so yung solution dito ay katulad ng din kanina, but ang nabago dito ay itong derivative ng sine of x. So take note of that formula. Okay, the derivative of sine of x is equal to cosine of x. Okay, now moving on to question number 13. Okay, the function here is the product of x raised to 9 and another function h of x. Calculate the f prime of negative 1. Use the product rule and the power rule. Recall that, nasulat ko na ito kanina, yung derivative ng dalawang product ng dalawang function ay u prime b plus uv prime. Yan siya. So, dito ngayon, ang f of x natin ay x raised to 9 h of x. So, bali, dito sa formula, ito yung ang x raised to 9, yan yung ating u, ito naman yung ating v. Right? Kaya, ang derivative ng f or the f prime of x is equal to, okay, follow natin ito, u, so derivative ng u, the derivative of u Okay, by the way, the f prime of x can be written as the f prime or the derivative of, ito na lang, no? X raised to 9 h of x. Okay, we can write that using that notation. And then, ang gagawin natin dito is, follow natin itong formula na yan. Or, pwede din na i-fix natin itong dalawa. So, oops. Sorry for that. Wala na tuloy ang itsura niya. Ikuan ko na lang siya. Ikuan na lang siyang kulayan o kanina. Okay? So, atong himuon, no? I-copy na to ni siyang. So, take note, ina-apply ko ngayon yung tinatawag natin na product rule. Tawag dito ay product. Nagamit na din natin ito kanina, but I will explain again. So, ang gagawin natin is ikakopy lang natin yung yellow. In this case, it's x raised to 9. Then, kunin natin itong derivative ng green na nakabox. So, ang derivative niyan is h prime of x. Okay, take note ang kinapin natin dito sa una, yellow. Tapos yung kabila, kinuna natin siya ng derivative. Tapos, mag-add tayo. Okay. Dito sa second na addition, kukopyahin naman natin yung itong nakabox. Kanina, kinopya natin yung x to the 9. Ngayon, kopyahin na naman natin itong h of x. Okay. So, in this case, ang kinopya natin dito ay itong h of x. So, tapos, imumultiplyan natin siya ng derivative naman nung kabila. Okay? So, in this case, we are multiplying that by the derivative of x to the 9. Okay? Then, this is equal to, simplify natin, okay, copy lang tayo, x to the 9, h prime of x, plus h of x. Then, evaluate natin itong derivative ng x to the 9. And the derivative of that, so, lagyan ko lang ng parenthesis. So, ang derivative niyan ay 9x raised to 8. So, 9 minus 1 sa exponent. So, it's 8. Okay? So, yan na yung ating f prime of x. Take note that we are asked here of what is f prime of negative 1. So, kasi nga, ito yung ating f prime of x. Palitan lang natin yung x ng 1. So, f prime of 1 is equal to, so itong x raised to 9, kapag ang x mo ay 1, 1 lang din ito. Kasi magiging 1 raised to 9 yan siya. So, maiiwan na lang h prime of 1. Oh, by the way, we are asked of negative 1, hindi 1. Okay. Negative 1 pa lang. Okay? So, negative 1. So, itong x raised to 9, kapag ang x ay negative 1, ay negative 1 yan siya, or negative. Okay. So, this is h prime of negative 1 plus h of negative 1. Then, 9. Okay, when x is negative 1 raised to 8 is just equal to 1. So, 9 times 1 lang yan. And then, this is equal to, okay. So, given dito yung h of negative 1 is equal to 5. So, this is equal to negative 1 So, ang h prime of negative 1 ay 8. No? 8 pala. 8 yun siya. Plus, ang h of negative 1 is 5 times 9 times 1 is 9. Then, this is equal to negative 8 plus 9 times 5 is 45. And then, minus 8 or negative 8 plus 45, that is equal to 37. Okay. So, dito sa question number 14, kailangan natin ng panibagong formula. Kasi nga, yung ating numerator ay binomial na. At yung ating denominator is binomial na rin. So, hindi natin magamit yung kanina na parang nag-simplify lang tayo ng fraction. So, ang gagawin natin dito ay ang formula ng ang tinatawag natin na quotient rule. Okay? Kung kanina mayroon tayong product rule, ito naman tinatawag natin siya na quotient, no? Quotient rule. So, ano may yung quotient rule natin? So, ang derivative daw ng high, so, over low, yung high yung numerator natin, no? Yung low naman yung denominator natin. Okay, this is equal to is that sa ganit formula ani oops taas kayo siya. Okay, this is equal to low d high minus high d low over low squared. So, yun. Ito yung ating mnemonic ha. So, kailangan starting ngayon marunong na kayo mag-Korean. So, ang derivative ng high over low ay low d high minus high low over low squared. Okay, so gagamitin niya natin dito sa ating f of x. So, yung ating high dito, ito yun, no? Yung 6x plus 8. Yan yung high natin. Yung low natin ay ito namang 6x minus plus 4. Okay? That is why the derivative of high, so 6x plus 8, okay, divided by 6x plus 4 is equal to, okay, low, so low is itong 6x plus 4, okay, that's 6x plus 4. Bakit ayaw nyo mag-move na? Okay, wait lang. What is happening here? Okay, so this is low tapos D high. So, copy lang natin, no? So, low, D high. Ang high natin ay 6x plus 8. That is low D high. Minus high, 6x plus 8. below. Yung low natin ay 6x plus 4. Okay. All over low squared. So the low squared is 6x plus 4 raised to 2. Okay. Then simplify natin. Okay, so 6x plus 4, copy lang natin. Then, ang derivative nitong 6x plus 8, so ang derivative ng 6x ay 6, derivative ng 8 ay 0. Kaya siya 6 plus 0. Minus, so copy lang natin itong 6x plus 8 times, itong derivative ng 6x ay again 6. Ang derivative naman ng 4 ay 0. Kaya siya 6 plus 0. And then, all over, copy lang natin yan, no? 6x plus 4 raised to 2. That is now our derivative. So, ang tanong, what is the derivative at 1? Okay, by the way, simplify pa natin yan siya. Kailangan daw ang ating numerator ay negative 24. Okay? Bakit kaya? Simplify natin. Ito, this will become... Okay, ito kasi is 6 yan siya. So, multiply natin dito at saka dito. That is 6 times 6x. So, that is 36x. Okay. Plus 6 times 4, you have... that is plus 24. Okay? So that is for the first term, first product. Ito naman, okay, distribute ulit tayo, minus. So 6 times 6x is 36x. Then, itong 8 times 6 ay so that is 48 divided by 6x plus 4 quantity squared. Then, simplify natin yung numerator. So, 36 minus 36x, that will become 0. And then, you are left now with negative 24 minus 48. That is negative 24. Negative 24 all over 6x plus 4 raised to 2. That is why you have this one as your answer. All right. Now evaluated at x is equal to 1. So replace natin yung x dyan is equal to 1. So kung ang x dito ay equal to 1, so itong negative 24 over that expression, magiging negative 24 divided by 6 plus 4 raised to 2. And then this is equal to negative 24 over 10 squared, that is 100. Then reduce that to the lowest term, you will get 6 over 25. Okay, so sa calculator, pwede natin yan siyang magawa. Okay. I will stop sharing. I will share my calculator. Okay. You cannot minimize. Okay. So, dito, is 6x plus 8. So, 6x. So, itong x dire. So, 6x plus 8 divided by 6x plus 4. Then, evaluated at x is equal to 1. Okay. So, binigyan tayo dito ng negative 0.24. Now, if I will write that one in fraction, bibigyan ka ng negative 6 over 25. Yun. So,
Fraction lang na, sir.
yes. Nasa fraction form na rin. So, that is 6 over
Pero pwede rin
25. Hmm?
Pero pwede rin yung negative pwede rin yung negative 0.24, sir.
Yes, pwede din. Equal lang naman yun siya. Or kung gusto nyo, ayun.
Sige po, sir.
Mhm. I-click nyo lang yung SD. Yung sa taas ng del na yung color blue. I-click nyo lang yan. Lalabas na yung fraction form. SD. Kita nyo? Okay, so balik tayo doon sa ating screen. Okay, so that's quotient rule. Medyo mahaba lang yung ano niya, no? Mahaba lang yung solution niya. Di ba?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Sige. Aha, ano kaya itong question number 15? Bakit naging ganito itsura niya? Okay. Yung numerator niya is, hindi kasi naka-write ito in, baka hindi na-load ng mabuti kanina. Isusulat
Ganyan
ko na
talaga
siya.
iba, sir.
Ganito ay iba?
Oo,
Yung f of
napakahirap
x mo,
iintindihin, sir.
yan siya, no? 4 over x
Di ba
squared.
raised to the power of 2? Wala, sir.
Yes. Over 5 plus x squared. Ito yung kanyang, ano, no? Ito yung kanyang f of x. Okay, so I will suggest you use quotient rule. So 4 minus x squared all over 5 over x squared. Well, mayroong isang app. Gusto niyo bang malaman?
Kana, sir. Pwede kayo, sir.
Pero
Ngayon
hindi
na nagkalakas ng
advisable.
signal, sir.
Hindi siya advisable sana, pero turo ko na lang din.
Online class without, sir. Maka naman.
Baka naman, di ba?
Dili man pud mabalaan, sir.
Patutlo lang ko kay Gilani, sir. Gilani lang malakas.
Siya lang malakas. Hahanapin ko muna yung app na ano, wait lang ha.
Sana all
Ito yung
hinahanap.
app na ano, yung ano ganyan app. So, hanapin ko muna. Ito, Wolfram Alpha.
Tingin daw, sir.
Wait lang ha, kita ko yung Wolfram Alpha.
Wolfram Alpha.
I-share ko yung screen ko para makita niya yung Wolfram. Ayan. Oops. Bakit naging ganun?
Wala ko diyo.
Wait lang. Okay? So, kita nyo? Yan. So, derivative of, ano gano'n yun? Sa ganito? Itong solve na to ganina. Mhm. Ito. 6x plus 8. Divide by 6x plus 4. Kung tamad ka magamit o formula, no? Click mo lang yan. Okay.
Wrong spelling wrong na, sir.
Hindi man. Okay, makuan naman siya. So, ayan yung derivative niya. Oh. The derivative is negative 6 over 3x squared quantity raised to 2. Tapos, may mga graph pa siya. Yan yung graph niya. Tapos, may domain, may range na ayan, yung integral, may limit. Tapos kung gusto niyo makita yung kanyang step-by-step solution, meron din dyan. Click mo lang yan. Loading pa. Ayan. So, ito yung quotient rule, no? D over U over V is low D high minus high D low over low squared. So, using the quotient rule, ayan yung kanyang next step. So, tingnan nyo lang yon. Derivative of 4 is 0. Simplify the expression. Derivative of x is 1. Then, derivative of the sum by term and cofactor, factor out constant. The derivative of 8 is 0. Derivative of x is 1. Then, simplify the expression. So, nandyan na lahat actually, no? Tingnan nyo na lang. Yan yung mga sikretong malupit. Pero
pag may... Sir, paano kung may value ang x doon sa cycle gawin?
ilagyan nyo lang din, derivative of x at x equals 1.
Ba? Sana all.
Then search. Ayan. Yun. So, negative 6
Wala ko diyo.
over 25.
Sir, free na siya nga ma-download, sir.
Yes, so can download that using the Google Play.
Play Store.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Grabe, no?
Kani.
Huwag nang
May
sabihin.
sikretong malupit ka pala, sir.
Huwag nang sabihin yan, ha?
Yes, sir. Naaman day pinakadali nga solution, sir.
Na ano? Naano siya
Naaman day
bayad.
ang pinaka...
Hindi nyo makita ang solution yan, Florabel, kasi may bayad yan. So, para magkalibre kayo, hanapin nyo yung Wolfram Alpha na crack version.
May bayad ni nga app, sir?
Kung hindi nyo kailangan makita yung solution, libre lang siya. Pero hindi nyo kung for example lang, may mga ano diyan, kung libre kasi yan siya, hindi nyo makita yung solution yung katulad nito.
Yung ginawa mo kanina, sir?
Oo, di ba ito yung may step-by-step solution. Hindi nyo yung makita kapag paid, kapag free yung app. Pero
parang premium pa din, sir.
Pero kapag paid yung app, pwede nyo makita yan. Click nyo lang yung step-by-step solution.
Ay. Magkano magpa-paid, sir?
Libre lang yan eh. Download nyo lang. Wolfram Alpha, crack. Yung parang na-hack yun siya na version.
Wolfram Alpha.
Ganito yung spelling niya, crack. Yan, yung spelling niya. Crack version. Okay lang? So, yun yung crack version.
Okay kayo, sir.
Okay, kayo na. Sige.
Aman galit dira ang pinakadali nga solusyon, sir.
Ako alam mong gibitin-bitin ba para makita po ninyo ang manual. Okay, so ayun, so question number 16. Oh, bakit kaya ganyan, no? Ay, kan hindi makita. Saan naman makita? Saan yung question, ani? If f of x is g of x over h of x, then f prime of 1 is equal to... Saan na adre? F of x over g of x. Okay. Ang derivative niya at 1. Okay. Sige. Ito yung x is equal to 1, no? Yan. Dito naman sa kabila, ito naman yung x is equal to 1. Yung ito is g. Okay? G of x. Ito sa kabila is h of x. Alright? So, ang f mo is the quotient of g and h. Ano yung f prime of 1? So, yung f prime, yun yung slope at 1. So, tingnan natin yung slope niya at 1. Ano yung slope nito? Yan. So, the slope of that is ito, no? Yan. The change in, this is the delta y. Ito naman yung delta x. Ang length ng delta y is 2. Ang length ng delta x is 1. So, ang slope niyan at x is equal to 1 ay 2 over 1 or 2. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ang g prime of 1 is equal to 2. Okay? Then, ang h of x, yes. Ang h prime of 1 naman. Okay, dito naman tayo sa h prime of 1. Ito yung h prime of 1, no? Nandyan siya. And the slope of that, sa may slope, ano yun? That is, ito yung slope niya, no? Delta y, delta x. So, yung delta x is 1 unit, delta y is around 1 unit din. Kasi mula dito is kalahati yan, no? Kalahati. So, 1. So, 1 din itong h prime of 1. So, ang f of x mo ay g of x over h of x. Alright? Then, isosolve natin yung f prime of x mo using the quotient rule. So, low di high. So, h prime of x. Then, low, no. So, low lang. So, hindi siya h prime. H lang dapat. Okay. So, h. Dapat low lang. So, copy natin yung low. So, h of x. Di high, g prime of x minus high, the low. So, h prime of x divided by low squared. That is h of x squared. Okay. Then, evaluated at 1. So, at x is equal to 1, the f prime of 1 is equal to, okay, h of 1. Ang h of 1, dito ka sa h pagtingin, no? So, ang h of 1 is at 3.5. Then g prime of 1. The g prime of 1 is 2 minus g of 1 is 3. Okay, it's 3. Then h prime of 1 is 1 divided by h of x. The h of x or h of 1 is 3.5. That is 3.5 squared. So that is equal to, nandun natin, okay, so that is 0.3265 3. Okay, tama no? So that is 0.3265. So same man din siya doon sa ating sagot doon sa my open math. All right? That is question number 16. Okay? Question number 16. Okay, so question number 17. Okay, question number 17 can be this one here is can be solved using the quotient rule. Okay? Okay, and then after that, question number 18 is also 7x. Yes, quotient rule din ito, or you can use the app if you want. Let f Okay, anyway, hindi ko maklaro yung question number. we just go back to these questions sa next na discussion natin. So I think next discussion na lang yung ano no, yung remaining na section, that is section 3.2. So mostly doon sa section 3.2 will also apply the rules of differentiation, which we will discuss maybe on the maybe in Tuesday na lang, no? Because it's already 9 o'clock. Would that be okay?
So yes, sir.
Yes. So I will now stop recording.